Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your June 2019 reading. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising Cancer. Um, if you want to book a personal reading, the information will be down in the description box. Unfortunately, at the time, I'm having technical difficulties with my website, so all readings will be 50% off. If you wish to know more or wish to have more information about the readings, just send me an email. I put all the information you need down in the description box. Now, with that being said, I am an empath, and I'm an empath as well as a clairvoyant, so I do get a lot of messages, I do get a lot of readings, there's a lot that happens, and so just forgive me. It's going to take me a while to get through it all, but I will. For me, it's like funneling all the information, because I do get feelings from one end, and I also get feelings from spirit, so it's just funneling that down to a single point and then conveying that point to you. Now, some of these messages will be for some of you, some of these messages won't. Take what resonates. I feel like for some of you, I may not have a message for you. I may not have a message for you this month, but check I want to say at the end of the month, check the mid-months, but also check the July months. That's for some of you. I don't know. Anyway, with that being said, let's get into your reading. So, the cards in the middle are the cards that are the cards for each week of the month of June, and the cards on the right, not the far right, the right, are advice that Spirit wants to give you for each week. Now, the cards on the far left are cards that just kind of flew out as I was shuffling. So, the cards on the far right are cards, it's the overall message that you're supposed to take away from this reading, the message that really needs to stick with you going forward, the advice that's going to be given during this reading. That's the overall punchline that Spirit wants to get to you. And when I say Spirit, I mean it's a general term for me. If I feel something specific, I'll call it out, but for me, Spirit is a general term for guardian angels, spirit guides, ancestors, loved ones, past life energies. Like, Spirit is just a general term for me. Alright, so let's see what you have for June. Alright, let's see. So for the first week, you have the Hanged Man, the Star, the Devil, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Whip. So in the first week, I feel like, the wait was well worth it. The wait was well worth it. In the first week of June, it was well worth it. But, sometimes, I often say that blessings have their own costs, but sometimes blessings are lessons in disguise. Like, Spirit gives you a blessing so that they can show you how you are not at your worst. I want to say your worst, but it's not. It's kind of like you have a bad habit when you obtain a blessing, and Spirit wants you to work on it. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Like, Spirit really wants you to work on that feeling. So that's why they're presenting it to you. And I feel like they wanted you to take a path that was just more sturdy, more I feel like for some of you, they wanted you to take a path that was just a bit more sturdy, like just a little bit more concise. Some of you did, but overall, at the end of the week, because it was an immense blessing, or because it was a wish that came true, or a wish that I feel like for some of you, it was a wish that you saw coming. Like, it was like you saw it coming. What is that? You saw it coming. Like you were watching it come towards you, and then it just kind of like it happened. But just watch out. Like, okay, for some of you it didn't happen, and you're having to really just, some of you it didn't happen, and you're really just having to come from a place of clarity, like very strong clarity. Where, how do you want to move forward? Where do you want to move forward? How do you want to take this and turn it into something positive? Because you're really focused on your stability. Like at the end of the week, I'm feeling like you're really, like I am like looking at houses. Like I'm really focused, and like I have a game plan. I'm getting a game plan. Yeah, and it's gonna be fast. Like like it's an instant. It's not a tower moment. It's like it's an instant thing. Like, well, it I feel like what Spirit wants to show you in this moment of despair or in this moment of joy, they really want to point some things out to you, because I feel like they're putting me they're putting me they're having me put Cancer into two different groups. And one of you, like group one is, the ones who, it came through, and in receiving this blessing, like there's a lesson in the blessing. And for those of you who it may dismay, you've missed this blessing, I feel like there's like, Spirit wants you to focus on, how are you feeling now? Like in this, they want you to be cognizant of your ups, and they want you to be cognizant of your downs, because there's something in those for each group. There's something, like you guys have to learn two separate lessons. Like the two groups have to learn two separate lessons. And it's almost like in the end, it'll just kind of, the lessons will make sense. Like the lessons go round. That's what I see. The lessons go round, and everyone grows together. That's what I see. So, I mean, it's quick. I feel like it's very, you really have to be perceptive the first week, because it's really like, bam, like there. And it's also going to give you an opportunity to really lay down the law. I mean, with every opportunity like that, they really give you, it really does give you an opportunity to just say, hey, I'm not going to do this anymore, or, I need some compensation, or hey, look, I put this many years in. Whatever the case may be, whether that be business or personal, going on that, knowing your worth forward, and creating that path that's a little bit more concise than how you want it is the general for the week. Now, for the second week, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Chariot, the Knight of Swords, and the King of Swords, and your advice that Spirit wants to give you is the Letter. So there are some facts, because for me the letter card is it's kind of like information. Like that's what I see. Like the letter is facts that are written down on paper that are just unavoidable. Like that's my card. So I would say, and with the Knight of Swords, it's a very fast-moving energy. I feel like, here we go, the groups again. I feel like for some of you that this is fast information. It may come off weird. Not weird in the sense of like odd information, but in a sense of like, why are you coming at me like that? I don't know you. That's what I feel, but it does come in fast, and it's after this movement forward, and you're really going to have to use your discernment, like really, really, really have to use your discernment with this. I get Justice card with the King of Swords. Like, you really have to be fair. You really do. Really, really do. And stand in that power. It's a lot of air power. For a water sign, again, a lot of air. So in the beginning of the week, I feel like that's kind of what it is, For some of you, oh my God, I don't care. For some of you, it's like you get this love offer or this offer that really, I guess it's kind of like there's an option of love, but it doesn't really necessarily have to be love. Like there's this offer or this bit of advice. I feel like there's something small in the spiritual realm that is coming into manifestation in the second week through someone as a message. Like it's something. Check your message boards. Check your messages. Check, like, really just do a thorough check. What's hidden in the dark comes to light. That's what I get. So maybe someone's confessing to you something that they did, that they know that they were wrong, or there's something you need to hear, and hear them out. I feel like hear them out. Just hear them out. Like, it's just not. It's good to just be an adult in those situations and be the bigger person and really try to understand where they're coming from, but know your worth in that stance and say no. Like, you may have done it once, but doesn't mean you have to do it again. I will not. Like, know your worth and really ride in that power of your worth. That's what I get for that. So, but with this is movement forward, like good movement forward, karmic movement forward, I feel. I don't know, karmic movement forward. But with that, with this, because the universe affects people in different ways, some may get a jolt, some may feel more at ease, some may feel very stable, very grounded, some may feel like up in the air, like it's just very like flying by the seat of your pants. Like everyone experiences movement forward from the universe differently. By the universe, I mean like source, God, Buddha, Ra, whoever you really pray to or worship, God, Jesus, whoever. I feel like it's just very. For Cancer, I feel like this is planets. It has to do something with planets. Planets aligning or the positions of the planets, but because of the position of the planets and, the universe pushing you forward the second week of June, it's really like your reaction to it is very energetic. So you're just very gung-ho about it. Now, in the end of the week, some of you will get this message and they'll approach you wrong, but others of you, I feel like, because of this energy push that the universe is giving to you, and because of how you're interacting with it, you're really just, watch your mouth, watch what you say, really be clear and precise on what you say. I feel like it's very detrimental because for the second group, like watching what you say, I feel like if you don't, you'll be the King of Swords, like just alone because they hurt everyone around them. Like there's no need to be in that Nine of Swords energy. Unnecessary. No, I rebuke it. No, thank you. There's no need. No need. None. So, with the advice card, it's really just asking you to really pay attention to the small small factors in this week. Just really, really, really the details. I just feel like Spirit's on its knees and it's like the details. Like, just really pay attention to the details. I mean, the way Spirit communicates with me, it knows that I love a sense of humor, and I just love the lightheartedness of messages and how it heals people. So they communicate with me in that way because that's what I allow, and that's what I ask for, and that's, for me, is the best way to get the information assimilated. So, enough about me, more about you, Cancer. Now, in the third week, you have the Fool, the Three of the Three of Wands upright. I do read reversals because I feel like you do need the good and the bad to heal. Like, you need to understand why you got hurt, and with that understanding of getting hurt, you're also healing yourself. I feel like you do need good and bad. This unit, I honestly feel, ever since I started communicating with Spirit, I honestly feel that the good and the bad need each other, and we really need to, it's just what the universe is based off of harmony. The universe is based off that balance. So that's just a little bit about me, but I do read reversals. So for a lot of signs, the Three of Wands has been reversed. So I'm very pleasantly surprised, Cancer. The Three of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, ooh, and the Three of Pentacles. And the card was the Mountain, and I had to clarify that card because the Mountain is like Mountain's like a Gemini, like it has two opposite meanings but very powerful meanings. So I had to clarify it, and it was clarified with the Strength. So go figure. With that, let's go into it. So in the beginning of the week, I feel like with this new momentum you got going forward, like if you do heed the messages, if you do take the advice, if you do, come on now, like if you do, I feel like in the third week of June you would definitely have this new beginning, or this feeling of a new beginning, or this kind of pip in your step towards the future, or your attitude just kind of changes. Like if you get clouds, like cloudy clouds, dark cloudy clouds, like if you're very in this fog or in this cloud or in this depression of negativity, and I feel like you have a ray of hope shines through and really dissipates some of that. So you do have this new step like pep in your step to move forward, and Spirit's very happy. I shouldn't tell them that. Well, it's part of a big plan. I'm comfortable saying that. Thank you, Spirit. I'm comfortable saying that. It's part of a big plan. Like, it's part of a bigger plan. So they're very happy that you can find this ray of hope. It really does show them that you're growing, and you're growing in the best ways, and they absolutely love it and appreciate you for all your hard work. Whew. All right. So, in the beginning of the week, that is for, I feel, because the vision that they gave me was of one person, but I feel like it touches majority of you in certain ways. So I'm okay with that, and Spirit's okay with that. Like we're mutual on this, like platonic on this. Like we feel okay with that message. So, yeah, with that, and then you have this new vigor for life, and then you go, but it's kind of like the next step. Like when you reach the next step, then you really look at your options. Okay, how am I going to make this next step? Like how am I going to do this? How are we going to do this? You really start looking at your options. You really start dreaming about ideas. Don't be about it. Do it. Just like it gives me what's his name? Oh my God, what's his name? From Even Stevens in The Hole. And wow, I'm old. Not old, but what's his name? Transformers. That dude. You know what I'm talking about by now. Like his ad for Nike, like just do it. Like I feel like don't talk about it, be about it. Like just do it. So really start taking steps. What I feel with this card, with the Three of Wands, is like really start taking steps towards what you really want to do. Don't make them ideas, make them options. So, woo. I can't right now. Spirit's acting up. That's too much. All right, let's keep it professional. Come on. Alright, so with the Nine of Wands, I really do feel like the moment that you start taking steps towards these things, like, as I said before, like, this is what, like, if you take the advice, like, we're giving you a step-by-step basis, that's what I feel like. You can't get this wrong. You cannot, it is so simple. So, I'm getting a step-by-step basis, like, the moment that you start taking the steps towards these ideas, towards these dreams, towards this, using that energy in the beginning of the week of this new revival, that energy that you're reciprocating from the universe, if you, when you receive this, and you're moving forward with your ideas, I feel like it gives you the sense of power, of stability. Like, anything that you do will be stable, and that's a good mentality to have. Like, that is a good mentality to have, because that mentality, that mental space that you're in right now at that moment, that mental space that you're in really will help you move forward. Like, it really, 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 really will do one. It'll be a tool to help you move forward. That mentality, that energy that you're feeling at that moment. Now, with that, you do have to rest. You really do. I know you're feeling yourself. You're feeling amazing. You're feeling good. Like, you can conquer the world. You're ready to get at it. I understand. But you really need to take a step back. Like, Spirit's like, that's chat. Oh, that's screwed up. Like, Spirit gives you this gung-ho energy and this really, like, vigor for life. And then it's like, all right, you feeling yourself? You ready to go? You ready to go? On your mark, get set. Wait a minute. Now we need you to rest. Like, pull it back for like 2 minutes. Like, it's just it's so, because they want you to keep that energy, like kinetic energy. That's what I'm getting. Kinetic energy, like this buildup of energy, They want you to hold that. They want you to keep that because of this next information. Now, at the end of the week, you're gonna meet someone, or they're gonna be a group of people or a couple of people who really yes. All right, we need to calm down. You water. Like, this can't be, unless you have like fire in your chart. Like, this is too much. I have a friend who's a Pisces, and like, she's a Sag moon and a Leo rising, and she's a firecracker, but she's water, and I'm like, why? So, yeah, Spirit wants you to hold on to that energy, because there are going to be people who you're going to meet. They're going to be people who you're going to meet, and these people are masters in their own trade, or are masters in what they do, and approaching them needs to be taken with caution or with care, because you really want to, like, you got the energy, like the universe gave you that energy. They gave you that energy. They gave you that momentum forward. They really gave you that opportunity, so that you, like dominoes. I'm getting dominoes. Like, they really gave you that opportunity so that they could put you in this mental space, so that you can acquire this energy, so that you would, because the people who are coming were destined to come. The people who are coming were supposed to be there. Spirit just needed to give you a little push, or a little nudge, or not a little nudge. It's kind of like, I'm getting like I'm on a path, and it's a breadcrumb path. They're leaving breadcrumbs, and then it's going to lead, like, these people were always there, like, they were giving you breadcrumbs so that your spirit could gain this information from an organic place, not from drugs or drinking, or from sorrow or hate or depression. Like, they want it to be organic from you, to show you that you can, I feel like for some of you, to show you that you can create this for yourself at any time that you need it. But these people are going to be, they need to be approached with caution, saying that, that energy you're built up, try not to let that infect your conversation, your speech, because these people are going to see that energy from afar, and they're really going to love you. Oh my God. And these people are so important for your future. I feel like these people are so important for your future. So, like, not fucking it up is it is important. So, because they're masters in, like, when you guys get together, you guys make magic. That's what I'm seeing. Like, you guys make it, whether it be in an office setting, like, you guys are just on fire with one another, or whether you own your own business, like, these people are just going to be at it. Like, business going to be popping. And, so just really hold back that energy and just really stand in your power. That's what I was feeling with the, before I went on that tangent. See, this is what I'm saying, all this information, and I really am trying to keep up. I feel like I haven't come up for air. Alright, so, but this mountain, let's finish this month off, this week, yes. So, for the third week of June, I really feel like you need to stand in your power. You're not quite over the mountain. You just started climbing up the mountain. Like, I feel like you're finishing, like, you're near the finish line of climbing up the mountain, and then climbing down the mountain. for me, climbing up the mountain are the sacrifices, the waiting, the hard work. Climbing down the mountain for me is like that abundance, like your fruits, the fruits of your labor paying off, and you really starting to see the blessings coming through, or the things that you really put hard work into flourishing. Like you're really starting to see your hard work for what it is coming down the mountain. And I feel like for you guys, you are the strength card, and you are the strength card where you are the strength card where you're almost over the mountain. You just need that bit more strength. Like, keep strong, because when you come down the mountain, you're going to flourish from a strength card to the Empress. Like, that's what I feel. And then you're going to go down into the valley, and you're really just going to radiate that wonderful, like, damn, they came from a hard past, but look how good, like, look how wonderful that they became. Look how wonderful they grew. Look how, for some of you, look how wonderful they glow. Like, look how they glow up. They just glow. Their glow up is like everything. Like, you really start to feel, that. I feel. So by the end of the week, stay in that strength. You're almost over that mountain, and you're almost going to head down that mountain pretty soon. But these people are very important. So in the last week, I feel like since you met these people and you understand their importance and you understand what they're there for some of you, I feel like it's more on a spiritual level. Like, these people come in and you're so grateful for them for what for meeting them, because you have this new avenue of information. You have this new avenue, this new trusted source of information. And in the last week, oh my God, I'm so thirsty. In the last week, you really have the Ace of Cups. So I feel like it's more so of the sense, my cup overfloweth. So it's just really a lot of emotions, a lot of gratefulness, a lot of, like, really, Spirit, thank you, Slick. So Spirit wants to take this moment to tell you guys maybe it would be a good time to ground your energy. If you do want to follow a spirit, for some of you who want to follow a spiritual path and really do it, whether it be honing your abilities or tarot reading or Reiki energy or what have you, I feel like getting into the habit, like, Spirit wants you to know that getting into the habit now may be a good idea for later use. This may be something I feel like for a few of you, this may be something that would be very helpful down the road. Okay. I didn't even get a sip of water. Like, I'm dying. Alright, so with that, my cup overfloweth, and then, like, Cancer, like, you just really content. Third week. Oh, I didn't read off your cards, I'm sorry. So you have the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and your card of advice is the Clover. So all that I said about the Ace of Cups, yes. And then in the Seven of Cups, I feel like you're just, like, you're very content. Like, yes. Like, I don't get a negative notation, like, in this card, whatever. Like, it's just, like, I'm content. Like, this has just been an eventful, wonderful, like, what have you. Like, I am content. So with that, you really do, in this contentness, you really do start to feel grateful for the people who pour back into your cup. For the Two of Cups, I do see it as a union card, but I also see it as a relationship card, a business card, but I also see it as, like, for me, the Lovers is the love card, and Two of Cups is, like, relationship on the business end, or, like, the personal platonic end. So you're grateful for the people around you who, like, whatever you lack, they have abundance of, and they just fill your cup when you need your cup to be filled. And you guys grow, and you have appreciation for that growth, and you have appreciation for the relationship, like, because you are so content, and you're really, like, taking a step back to relax and just look around you and see, and just be grateful about everything, about everyone, and every relationship you have around you. Now, with this gratitude, like, it's funny how the universe works. When you radiate gratitude, the universe responds to it. What I'm getting is that when you show gratitude and you radiate gratitude, like, it's almost the universe's way of saying, "Aw, thank you." and then they give you another blessing. It's not as big as a blessing that you could get, but it is a sufficient blessing. So, like, once you radiate this gratefulness for all the relationships, for how far you've gone in life, for what you're accomplishing, for what you're going through, for the path you're, like, the momentum that you're getting moving forward, because you show this gratitude, they give you a small something. And with this, it really just puts you into this creative flurry, like this creative just tornado that you're just going at it. You're showing charisma, you're feeling yourself, you're really really just like on it. And it's just a genuine, like with the Clover card, it's genuinely just a lucky. Don't go crazy, but like I get like casino, like you're just lucky this week, like luck, luck be a lady tonight by Frank Sinatra is what I'm getting. Like you're just lucky this week, just really in that energy. Jupiter, lucky. That's what I'm getting. Like almost cosmic, but it's I feel like it's a smidgen cosmic, and then the rest of it, the majority of it is you, like your energy. Now on the far left hand side, the cards that popped up were the Eight of Pentacles, the man, and then you had because I had to clarify that you had the Fool, the Seven of Cups, the Five of Wands, and then I had to clarify the Five of Wands, and then you have the Empress. So it's going to be a lot of hard work. For some of you, I feel like this is like an not a side message, but like P.S. It's going to be work. Like, get ready. It's going to be work. For some of you, I feel like this is going to be a man working for you, working towards you, willing to work with you. Baby, why are you with him? Let him go. I'm sorry, that's not my place. So this is going to be a lot of hard work. I feel like with a man, with a relationship, with a male figure, with like, masculine energy. With a male figure, just really, just work on it. Just work on it. Just work, because I want to move on. Just work on it. It's a lot. So you have the Fool card, the Seven of Cups, and so there may be some creative differences, I feel. I feel like this is more so at the end of the month. Like, there are creative differences, but don't let that get to you. Like, really just, instead of seeing them as creative differences, see them as potential options. Just really try that. Really go into it with a maternal instinct, with, like, being caring, being understanding, seeing it from their point. I feel like this is for some of you who are in the city. Like, I get city, I get Massachusetts, I get New York, like city. Don't see them as creative. San Francisco. Don't see them as creative differences. Like, really just see them as potential options, and really do explore those options, because I feel like for some of you, the byproduct of one of those options, there will be an important detail that you can incorporate moving forward. It may not be the option you really want to go forward with, but I feel like a byproduct of exploring one of those creative ideas, or all of them, a byproduct of one of those paths will be genuine and very important and very useful on the correct way to move forward, or the actual way that you're going to move forward with. I feel like you need to explore, like, put yourself aside, it's gonna, like, working with others is never easy. So put your ego, like, take your ego out your ass, and really just look at it from a maternal standpoint. Try to understand that these people put energy, time, love, like, shed, like, burning the midnight oil to get these done, and I wouldn't say hidden talent, but there is an aspect that shines through on one of them. There is an aspect like going down, getting along the project. There's an aspect of that one, like a detail that you're just like, yes, we can use that moving forward. We may scrap the rest of the idea, but that's this one thing we can definitely use moving forward. That's what I feel for some of you. Now, with that being said, we're going to look on the far right for your overall messages. So there is this, I feel like the woman and the Knight of Cups is just asking you to really stay in your feminine energy moving forward, to really just be more caring, more attentive. Yes, you're going to have this energy, this vigor that the universe is going to get to you, or that you're reciprocating from the universe. And but really, when moving forward, meeting these people, going down this path and everything in the month of June, just really come from a gentle place. Just really try to be more understanding, be caring, be caressing like a slow and steady stream around a rock. Like, be caressing, like really be gentle. Like, water is gentle. You know, sometimes water is just very gentle and it looks very wonderful and like a clean, pristine blanket, and it's just gorgeous. Like, I really feel like you need to come from that energy and really just use that water to know where there's turbulence and know when to avoid it, and know when to show your beauty as well. With that, this, I feel like it's a cycle, not a part of, like, I feel like it's 1 of 12. What's 1 of 12? 1 of 12, like, I feel like there are not 12 lessons. There are 12 things that you need to know, and like this is just one of the 12. Like, this is just one of for a small group of you. I feel like this is one lesson in your lifetime. Why am I getting that? That's too much information. They can't know that. I would love to tell them, but they can't know that. That's what I'm feeling. Like, I would love to tell them, they can't know that. But it's just one lesson, so it really just, I feel like with the World card, it is this conclusion of this one lesson, a beautiful conclusion, and now you're moving on to the next lesson so we can get this show on the road. That's what I feel. And I feel like by the end of the month, it will really have you stand in that Cancerian power that only Cancers have. Like, it's just wonderful. It just feels right. Like, the universe feels right. It's balanced. It feels right. I feel like this is, yes. All right, Cancer. Well, that was your reading. Thank you for bearing with me through all of it. Again, if you want a personal reading, my personal readings are a lot more detailed, a lot more personable. Like, it's just, because I'm focusing on a large group, it's very hard. I'm getting a lot of messages in from a lot of different people, and a lot of groups, like different groups of people. Like, they're individual people, and then they're groups, like individual groups of people, and like, a lot of the times it overwhelms me. But personal readings are a lot better, or so I've heard. So the information to contact me for a personal reading would be in a link below. Don't forget to like, share, or subscribe if you would like to, and to press the bell icon to get notifications when I upload another video. So I will be doing your mid-monthlies, I think, after the 15th. I'm sorry. It's just been a lot. Every time I do a reading, I get zapped. And usually I sleep for 12 hours, 13 hours, like afterwards, like so I try to do as much as I can and try to give myself rest days. So the 15th, definitely, like after, I will have your mid-monthlies out. And I'm just trying different formats at this time, so like different formats. The next one will be not a live, but next one I will be in it, or my hands will, and we'll just go little by little from there. Alright, love you, Cancer. Bye.